a 3-1 in the chat. It's been 4 total games of tall guy, also known as Kristaps Porzingis, wearing that Mavericks jersey since the trade that everyone claimed that we lost happened. And since then, the Knicks have been 3-1 in that time. We played a great game today in what I'm calling the Julius Randle tour. Started off the week playing against his ex-team, the Lakers, 34. Then goes to his other ex-team, the Pelicans, 32. And now tonight in his hometown, 44 points for Julius Randle. And the tour's not over because he's playing against the Pelicans again on Sunday, so it's not over. But the Julius Randle tour has been good. RJ Barrett having a great game, 24 points plus 12. We're here, Knicks Fan TV. Brought to you by, presented by Manscaped. The squad that's holding it down was in CP's absence. You can't talk to us because we are 3-0. I got Ashley Moss to this side. I got Alex to the other side. The 3-0 squad, and it's your boy CK2K holding it down on this lovely Friday, late Friday for a lot of you guys. But guys, 5 games in a row. How y'all feeling? How are we feeling after a great game tonight? Referees tried us. They tried to play us, but we survived. How you guys feeling, man?
Ash, I'll let you kick it off first. Let's hear it.
First, I wanna do an ode to the late great Kobe Bryant.
Let me get you.
And I just want to go.
All right.
That's how I'm feeling. That's how I'm feeling. I'm feeling
like
5 in a row, and it feels sensational. I love it here. I never want to leave. Matter of fact, we're 6 in a row because this win counted as 2. If you know, no. But yeah, listen, man. This was. We needed this win, not only just, to continue the trajectory that we're on, but we needed it for bragging rights because the Mavs got the best of us when they were in the Garden, and we can't let that happen twice. Not with Porzingis, not with Luka, not with Mark Cuban, who he loves to talk to. Not happening, not doing it. And, the Heat lost tonight as well. So thank you for your service, Miami Heat. I appreciate you. Miami has always been good to me. And listen, Julius put on for his hometown, like you said, over 40 points. Shout out to my 9 god, man. We were worried about him. Well, you guys were worried about him. I wasn't. And as I always say, he's able to snap himself out of it. His mentality, his determination, his focus, his tunnel vision is way beyond someone who's just 20 years old. And he's back. Shout out to Nerlens Noel with that big boy block. Put it on a poster. Absolutely. I need that. This was just great basketball. I was a little bit worried when Tibbs was kind of exhausting our starters in that first half. They looked a little gassed, and I was like, no, we're not doing this again. But Julius was not going to lose in his hometown, so I appreciate that. And let's do it again on Sunday. That's
what I like to hear. Alex, how you feeling, bro?
Actually, that was beautifully said. I agree. This win was just phenomenal. We go on a 5-game winning streak, 30 wins on the season. Vegas had us at 22.5. Feels beautiful right now. Just love it. I'm loving every single moment of this. And this game in particular, Julius Randle was in his bag from the get-go. This dude had 21 points. Was it in the first quarter?
Right? Yeah, 15 in the first quarter, 21 in the first half.
15 in the first.
Yeah.
15 in the first, 21 going into this. He had 21 points going into the second, end of the second half. It was just, oh my goodness gracious, man. I love what Julius Randle was doing. Yeah. Everything about it was just phenomenal. RJ coming in clutch with major shots down the stretch, hitting major 3-pointers, mid-range, bullying KP, just saying, hey, man, get up on my level. I love every single moment of this game. There's just we lost the lead for a little bit, but they came right back. Knicks were not going to go down. They fought tooth and nail all the way to the end. That's just what you want to see from this team. And the defense clamped up. We got great minutes out of Taj. We got great minutes out of Nerlens Noel. Finney Smith has to be going home and be like, man, I got sun today. Everything. I love it. Love everything about it. Everything about it.
Everything. Yeah, we were saying this. Like, we were talking about this one all week. Like, we were enjoying that Laker win. We were enjoying the Pelicans win. But we kept coming back to this same Mavericks game because we all knew, man, it's just like Ash said, this one is just different. This one counts as 2 because of just the bad blood with us and that team. And there's a lot of things that was going on in this game that was really irritating. But the Knicks played through it. Julius Randle having a tremendous game. And like both of you guys said, there was just that moment. I feel like it was more in that third quarter where it was just starting to feel like, oh, God, we're going to make this way more difficult than it needs to, because it just looked like we were gassed. The ball movement stopped, and it just looked like it was going to be a more difficult ending than it truly was, because, RJ Barrett, after having, I wouldn't even say rough, but it was just a slow start. He then took the game over and had that tremendous second half, holding it down until Julius Randle came back on the court and did what he did. And we played through a lot of calls that were not called on our side, but we should be used to that by now for sure. But nonetheless, this is a win that we needed. After they stole that first one from us, we were able to get our revenge here on this one and keep KP to 1-3 against his former team, remembering what he wanted to leave behind. Let him remember. And also talking to Tim Hardaway Jr., because he just loves to play hard against us. I wasn't a fan when he was on the team, but I got to give him his props, because for whatever reason, he wanted to play good against us. But we also knew that Tim Hardaway Jr. only played well when he wanted to play well. So that was also known knowledge when it came to him. But yeah, man,
that's a fact, though.
It's just how it was. Tim Hardaway Jr. knew when he was going to play well, and then for the rest of it was, half-assed. But shout out to the chat. We got damn near 1,200 in the chat right now. You know what it is. Make sure you guys run up those likes so people know how loud we are, no matter what time it is, wherever you are. And that being said, let it be known in the chat where you are right now, tuning into this post-game live show with myself, Ashley, and Alex. You know the show is
late night edition.
The late night edition.
Not for you, CK. For me and Alex, it's the late night edition.
Yeah, I'm about to say, I'm doing okay. It's 9:40 over here, so shout out to the LA crew in the chat too.
I had to come through in the cozy Sean John track jacket, the no makeup fresh face, because it's late over here on the East Coast and nobody got time for all the extra stuff.
That's what I'm saying. I can imagine for both of y'all. But look, man, at least it was a win. Can you imagine having to come through here and we have the loss, and against the Mavericks? Like, luckily, at least it's that win, so it's helping you get that little bit of boost of energy. I hope. But we starting off early, man. We have some super chats early on before we were even able to hit that live button. But before I get into those super chats, we got an update to because CP will be back this weekend. We had the game against the Pelicans, so CP, the OG CP will be back. And you knew I was not going to go through today without bringing up an updated picture of our own CP Light over here next to the the OG CP. We got a new one sent to us. We have two of them. I'm going to save the other one for last. Ashley has not seen the last one, but we got an updated Photoshop version. Because the backwards hat was not enough, so someone photoshopped that hat on Alex's head. Alex, you saw this one already, but come on, man. It's getting closer and closer, bro. It's closer and closer.
I'm scared.
It's getting closer and closer, man.
We're so serious in this. Sheesh.
Look at that, man. Y'all just, business. Look, CP look like he talking to Max, and CP Light looking like he getting ready to talk to Max, because, it's his turn. It's his time up next. But yeah, we got another one that I'm saying for later on the show, so stay tuned. We got one more great Photoshop from our boy Powell. I'm going to show you guys later on. But until then, let me read some of these super chats before we talk more about this game. Let me get through a few of these, because y'all were sending them before we even started the live. Shout out to Mike with the $5 super chat saying Max Kellerman sweating, gathering his staff writers right now, trying to come up with the new excuses why Randle outplayed KP again. Randle greater than KP. I mean, proof is in the pudding. I'm just saying, right? Robert Parrish. Was
anybody arguing that fact?
There might have been some.
Not.
But it wasn't on our end. I'll tell you that much. It wasn't over here. 499 coming from Robert Parrish saying their defense had Dallas befuddled the entire game. Fireworks going on, so I don't know if you guys heard that. But yeah, that's the perfect one, because that's exactly the first thing I want to talk about in right now. I want to pivot over to that is our defense and the complaining going on the other side of the ball. It was something I felt like that everybody was talking about, and everybody had something to say about, and it was there. Like, look, I am a Luka Doncic fan. I do like Luka Doncic, but at the same time, it's this kind of behavior and these kind of complaints, and it's spreading amongst the entire Dallas Mavericks team. I don't remember Porzingis being one to really complain too much about calls. I mean, I don't know if it's because he was a Knick, but Porzingis didn't really get too many calls in his time here, but he wasn't really one to whine too much about those calls. But now that he's a Maverick, it's like after every shot goes up, I see hands up in the air, like it's crazy, and waving them like they just don't care. So I think it's a combination of what that super chat said, our defense being as we talk about all the time, gritty and in their face. But at the same time, like, does that complaining to you guys, does that take away a little bit of their game? I mean, maybe not Kristaps, because we already feel a way about Kristaps, but a guy like Luka, like, does that kind of stuff like take away your feelings on that player's game and speak on the fact that our defense has just been as gritty as it is? Alex, you want to start it off?
Sure. And yeah, I don't like when players start complaining, and it kind of feels like they're begging for calls just to get to the line, and it's ridiculous. Like every single time he got touched, like the one on Reggie Bullock where he's just complaining, chirping at Reggie Bullock afterwards, and just talking to the ref, looking for a call. Just play the game, man. If you're gonna get fouled, you'll get the foul call. He's a star already. He doesn't have to complain for all this. It really detracts the way from the whole flow of the game, the beauty of the game. No one's here to watch someone shoot free throws all day long. You know what I mean? So I don't like it when guys keep calling like that, and it seems like he expects to get every single call too, which is the annoying thing on top of that. But defensively, yeah, we tightened up, man. This entire stretch out this entire week, we've really been coming through on the defensive end, and Nerlens Noel and Taj Gibson have really been showing out. Whether it's blocks, boxing guys out, we've been cleaning up our effort on the boards too, which is noticeable.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. Overall, defense has been stepping up, and I like it.
Yeah, love to hear that. Ashley, what's your thoughts?
I mean, yeah, I'm with Alex. I actually hate it. I hate it when LeBron does it too. I think that there is a fine line between feeling like you deserve certain calls because you're a superstar in the league and fighting for those calls, and then just constantly complaining. I mean, it's like every time he touches the ball and something doesn't go his way, he's complaining about it. So that's annoying. And then what's also annoying is considering Luka gets a lot of calls. It's not like he doesn't get any. Like, I feel like he gets a lot in any game that he plays. So the constant complaining from someone who is getting the calls is also annoying. And it's like, you can't have everything, bro. Like, stop being a baby. If you were on the New York Knicks, you would have a meltdown because Julius Randle never gets calls. Like, it's just so it's definitely frustrating. And also it just slows the pace of the game because it's like you're in the ref's face, then they're having the conversation, and sometimes they'll stop and review it because you're complaining enough. It's just, listen, just play the game. Like, just if you're out there playing, if you're out there hooping, like, you're not worried about what calls you're getting, what calls you're not getting. It's almost like trying to dictate the outcome of the game. And I'm just not with the crying. Like, grow up. It's fine. It's okay. Step your defense up. Maybe you won't have to like boohoo about it. Like, it's fine. It's gonna be okay, Luka. I like you, but it's gonna be okay. It'll be fine.
Yeah, I 100% agree with you guys on that one. It's just crazy, and but also at the same time, as much as I hated it, I also loved it because, like we said, that just showed testament to how great our defense was and how annoying our defense was for them, because we were playing uptown on them on every possession. For all the way to that block by Nerlens Noel at the end of the game, giving up his whole damn body to block Finney Smith. We were in their face at every possession. Luka did not play too well offensively tonight, and RJ Barrett was the one that was on him for the most of the night. It was between RJ Barrett and Reggie Bullock, who were going back and forth with him, and he was getting frustrated with it. So, to Alex's point, with your shots not able to go in, let me get the cheap ones at the free throw line. Let me do what I do. Let me talk to these referees and see if I can get these fouls, or complain to these referees so I can get these fouls, because my shot's not going in, so I got to get my point some way. I mean, he did have some nice shots there at the end of the game, but it was garbage time for them. But, yeah, so like I said, it's annoying to watch. It's really annoying to see, but that also means we're doing something right. So I'll take that as a positive, but at the same time, like, yeah, man, I love Luka, but golly, it's moments like that just really take away from the greatness that is Luka Doncic, the Wonder Boy. But
it's almost like it's almost like, just adding to that real quick, it's almost like I see it more when he's forced to play physical. Like, it's almost like he cries when he has to play more of a physical game, because that's not his strong point. So it's like, if he cries and boo-hoos about the calls, then maybe, people will stop being so physical with him. But listen, Luka, this is what you signed up for. This is what you want. Like, step your game up. You can't. And then also, you haven't been in the league long enough to be crying like this. Like, You know what I mean? Like, LeBron does it. It's highly annoying, but LeBron has been in the league for a while, okay? You deal with it because it's just his pedigree. He's kind of earned the right to complain, if you will, depending on who you ask. Luka, you just got here, okay? I'm going to need you to get some seasons under your belt before you're out there expecting every single call to go your way. Like, let's relax.
Absolutely. And he plays like James Harden with that herky-jerky type of motion. He's not super fast, but he's going to draw those fouls anyway because of his play style. So he doesn't even need to argue for those calls. He's going to get them regardless. Like when he the way he pumps fakes, the way he's able to drive and stop on a dime, because he's not the fastest guy, but he just has really good body control. He doesn't need to do all that. So yeah, I'm just agreeing with all of you.
Yeah,
100%.
For sure.
But real quick, you guys know the deal. This week, we've been doing all of our call-ins via Discord. So for those who still are trying to figure it out, like if you are in that J-Book mode right now where you're trying to figure out how to get in there, don't give up. Join the Discord link that you will see in the chat right now. Get on in there, read those rules, and you will see that there is a whole description on how to get in. You simply scroll down, join the lounge, and then we'll get you in a call from there. That being said, we do have some calls to go to, but man, the super chats are coming in, so I got to read some of these. We'll definitely get to all of them at the end of the show, so don't think we're going to miss out on yours just because we're not reading them throughout the show. I just don't want to make this a super chat reading show, but we'll get to those at the end. We will read every single one of those for sure before the end of the show.
Also, mods, if you guys can slow the chat down. People were asking, I guess, because it's booming. They want the chat a little bit slower. And before you get into the super chats that just came in, CK, I have a message from CP on his load management. He says that KF101 sent a super chat. It's actually Q-Tip, so shout out to him. Word. So I got that. If we can pull that super chat. Hold on.
Yeah, let's get that one right now.
There it is. It just pulled up right now. It says, sorry for the typo. 5th in a row, Luka, stop whining, and Porzingis bus is washed.
I love that. But yeah, I found the $50 one that he says, well, first of all, shout out to Q-Tip. Let's go. Yeah, shout out to Q-Tip. But yeah, he dropped 50 bones. I'm going to read his right here. He said, a 50 for Julius and our 4th in a row. Well, it's our 5th, but yeah, you know what it is. Big 4th for the real RJ. Richard Jefferson. Oh, yes, I was not going to mention Richard Jefferson, but anyways, Richard Jefferson, a.k.a. Wheezy Jefferson, needs to do color commentating for the New Jersey Nets or the Big 3 League. We don't believe you. You need more people. Go that away, Wheezy. Yeah, unfortunately, he does do the color commentating for the New Jersey Nets, and he is just as annoying over there. But yeah, dropping those fake compliments for us throughout the game, like they did not feel real. It was just, it was rough to listen to. But damn, man, shout out to
everybody. Put a hashtag TCQ in the chat to show Q-Tip some love. Tribe Called Quest, one of my favorites of all time.
That's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy, man. Shout out.
Awesome.
Hashtag TCQ in the chat, please, to show some love to Q-Tip. Shout out to one of the legends of hip hop. One of my, like I said, all-time favorites. So I am definitely fanning out right now.
I'm about to say I'm bugging a little bit. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. Awesome. Yeah, shout out, man. We got Chuck. We got Q. Oh, look at us, man. That's what's up. That's what's up.
All we need is Lloyd Banks, and we got G.
Yeah, we got a whole concert going on. Yeah, we got a whole show in the show. Yeah, that'd be dope. But that being said, we're going to go to our first call for the night, and we're going on to none other than Papa Left. Papa Left, what's good, man? 5 in a row. How you feeling?
Hey, yo, how's it going? I'm watching you guys on my TV. I got to shut you guys off so I can talk.
Hey, okay. Appreciate you, man. Hope it's not 4K because you can see all my pimples and stuff. I don't need
How do I look? Do I look good?
Yeah, I'm not gonna. I think there's a caller up next. I'll let you know how you look. You look great, Ashley. Shout out to CK2K. Shout out to Alex, the white CP. Vanilla CP.
Vanilla CP, yes, the CP people liking that one too. Man.
And Alex is like underrated. Alex is the IQ of this whole squad right now.
I appreciate it, man. I appreciate
it. Yeah. And CP on load management, doing the behind the scenes work in LA. I'm not sure if it's for business or pleasure, but I hope he's doing well. I just wanted to say that the defensive rotations, the last stretch of these games, 5 games, have been absolutely a pleasure to watch. Like everybody's talking. Even when Rose and that unit comes in, everybody the isolation drops off a little bit in the one-on-one. And honestly, that's the thing with when we talk about who we want to play. We had trouble against the Nets and we had trouble against the Celtics because of, those one-on-one Tatum, Brown, Durant, Harden, Irving. But if we go up against a team that doesn't have an elite one-on-one isolation player, we have a lot of guys that are willing to hustle their way out on a 24-second possession. And if we can get Mitch back and get rebounds, I'm telling you guys, I'm not scared of the Bucks. I'm not scared of a lot of these teams. If we could get the 6th, 5th, 4th seed, we're looking at a playoff series victory. You just look at also. I want to give the Knicks another shout out because everybody talks about the Eastern Conference and how the Eastern Conference is weak and we're the 6th seed in the Eastern Conference. Relax. Well, look who we beat the last couple games. Right. All teams at the bottom of that playoff contention in the West. They beat the Grizzlies, we beat the Lakers, we beat the Mavericks, we beat the Pelicans. We're going to beat the Pelicans again on Sunday. So if the Knicks were just shot for some reason into the Western Conference, there's no reason for me to believe that we wouldn't be in the exact same spot that we are right now. And I want to end this phone call by I told Dave in the waiting room. Shout out to Dave, by the way, the real MVP. And I just want to say that the Knicks, when it comes to New York sports, who would have thought that out of all these New York sports teams at the beginning of this year, beginning of the pandemic, who would have thought that no other team represents this city, this grit, this hustle better than the New York Knicks? The Yankees are flat. I'm sorry, CP, but the Giants are really weird franchise right now. The Jets are perpetual losers. The Mets are the perpetual side chick of New York baseball. It's just we are at the top. We are at the pantheon, and the Nets don't have a fan. They don't have any fans. They don't have any fans, guys. They're not real people. They're bots. So shout out to all the Knicks fans. We are definitely making this playoff push. We are definitely winning some games in the playoffs. And let's do this. Let's do it. I'm real fired up. Let's go.
I love it. We love that energy, Papa. Don't apologize about it, bro.
He said they're not real people.
They're bots. He said they're bots. Yeah. Shout out to Papa Love on that call. Yeah, and I want to add some fire to that argument he just said. Look, like he just mentioned, everyone's talking about the Knicks because that the Knicks are the real team in this city. And I'm looking at the standings, and the Brooklyn Nets, they're right there around trying to get that first seed. But not a soul cares, not except for those bots, and even the bots probably aren't even programmed to care about it too. They just there to cheer every now and then with pumped up noise in their stadiums. But yeah, man, 100%. Loved everything he was talking about there, and I agree. Like these wins that we had, people are probably gonna try and shrug off a lot of the wins that we had throughout the season. But like he just mentioned, we played a tough Grizzlies team that right before us, they were picking off some of the better teams in the Western Conference and some of the top Eastern Conference teams right before they played us. The Lakers are still the Lakers. I don't care who's missing on that team. They're still trying to fight for their playoff lives right now. And yeah, the Pelicans are, ESPN's favorite team besides the Luka Doncic and the Mavericks. You know what I mean? So we handled business the way we're supposed to handle business in this stretch of games. And yeah, we got to get some respect put on our names, man. Like, I felt like even tonight, this was a nationally televised game, and we're watching the halftime report, and the whole halftime report was a breakdown on how the Mavericks were going to come back and beat us. Had nothing to do, like they mentioned Julius Randle's good first half, but the majority of it was Luka Doncic. He had a slow start, but Luka's going to put up 25 points, and it's going to be a bit of a game at the end. Like, no conversation about how well we were playing in that. Everyone's the respect's not given to us.
Not only that, but I don't know if you watched the Sports Center after the game or just caught pieces of it where they touched upon the game.
Yes.
And it was Luka this, the Mavs this. Mark Cuban doesn't like the playing. Luka doesn't like the playing. What does this mean for the Mavericks? And there was like a little slither of RJ Barrett and Julius Randle's 44-point game returning to his hometown. And then it was back to Luka. And it's just like, if this were the Nets, it would take up the entire segment. And it's definitely... it's definitely a slap in the face. It's a continual slap in the face where we are outperforming expectations, not only expectations of the media, but expectations of the fans. of what we look like and where we're headed. And it's such a huge insult that we don't get any respect. It's like, I totally understand what Donovan Mitchell was saying about the Utah Jazz. It's just like, I understand that the media has their favorites. I work in the media, and every year, every season, they latch on to these few teams that's going to be the narrative. And usually it's the teams with the biggest names on it. And that's usually any team that LeBron's on. That's a team that Kevin Durant is on. And then there's other people in between. I mean, I remember even when I was covering the Miami Heat, the Heat were winning and they were doing extremely well. At one point before the bubble and before the restart and all that stuff, they were fourth. And it was like they were getting no love. Oh, is it a farce? Is it a fake? I mean, they were playing great basketball. And it's just not fair. But you know what? It's going to come to the point where they can't continue to ignore us. The way that we're headed, the direction that we're headed in, they're going to have no choice but to respect us. And the great thing about the Knicks and the great thing about the Knicks fan base is that we don't need outsiders' respect. We don't need your recognition. We know what time it is. We know where we're headed. We know what we're doing. And when you guys catch on and when the Knicks continue to get bigger and bigger and we're in the conference finals and we're going further in the playoffs and we're in a finals and we're in a championship and all that good stuff,
yes, sir.
There's no room in the bandwagon for you because we remember this. So that's all I got to say. It's cool now, but we're taking notes and we're taking names. We'll remember this. It's no problem.
That's facts.
Fact.
Yeah. I thought you were going to add on there. But yeah, no, 100%.
No.
Mic drop. That's what I'm saying.
Drop. There's nothing to add on to that.
We had to let that one simmer. Yeah, because it's real. That's what I'm saying. But it's all right. That respect will come. We got another nationally televised game on Sunday where we play against ESPN's other favorite boy, Zion Williamson. So get ready for some more of that while we watch our team play and hopefully get another dub on Sunday. But right now, amidst a 5-game winning streak, and you know what else could be win streak for. I had no good segue for that. But guys, you know what it is. This show is presented by Manscaped. I do not have mine near me because, well, I was using it, and you should use yours too. Make sure that you go to manscaped.com/Knicks, and you can get yourself any product on there for 20% off. But you have to make sure you go manscaped.com/Knicks. And and look, the light feature, did not use it, so I don't want no questions like, yo, CK, the light? That's not for me. But there's a little light there if you want to feel adventurous. Try it out in the dark. I don't know, not for me. But yeah, man, make sure you go get yours on manscaped.com/Knicks. We got to get through some of these super chats because we have a lot of them. Keep them coming. Like I said, we will get to all of them throughout this show. That is a guarantee. We have them all right here backlogged. So let me get back. Again, shout out to Q-Tip. We got a lot of people in here. But we're going up, and we're going to this one right here that we missed.
Someone in the chat said... Someone in the chat said, CK, you're breaking your own rules. No testimonials.
There was no pictures. There's no testimonial. I just said it was being used. I'm just letting you know that the product was in use because, you got to make sure you use the product. Don't just spend the money. You know what I'm talking about? That's all you need to know.
I personally don't know what you're talking about.
I can tell because you was talking about turning it into a grouping event. So I know you must not know what we're talking about. So
let's not bring that up.
All right, so shout out to Alden Dirk who just gave us this dope gif of a fox that's saying talking about us being winners. Yes, shout out number 1. Sorry. We got Paul Robinson with only KP we acknowledge is Kings Plaza #all72. And
shout out to Kings Plaza. There used to be a dope cookie kiosk. I don't know if it's still there, but they used to have the most fire cookies ever.
And also shout out to our own KP that's on the staff, the real one, Kenny Payne. We got one right on the staff. Don't forget him. Don't forget the real KP. Shout out to Christoph with $4.99. Dropping shout out to all y'all and Ash the Snack. Oh, there you go, Ash. But our boys are rolling. Let's go. Yes, that's what I like to hear. We'll read one more before we get to our next call. Ronald Hansley Jr. with the $9.99 saying Tengus Pingus out there looking softer than a poor man Sean Bradley. Hit the thumbs up for your squad. Our lockdown defense had them looking real shaky and shook. #malice up in Dallas. Oh, that was actually pretty far. I like that. I like that. But next up is coming from none other than our boy Angel from Philly, also known as Smooth. Talk to him, Angel. 5 in a row. How you feeling, bro?
Yo, CK2K was good, bro.
What's up, man?
My boy Alex was good, bro. I gotta be honest, bro. All you gotta do is just add a little bit more, hair to the sideburns. You look just like CP. I'm sorry. I just had to. But you my guy, though. And to my lovely queen, you look great. You know you look good, right? I just had to throw that out there.
Thank
¿Cómo
you.
está, mi amor? Bien?
I'm good. Listen, 5 in a row. Can't complain.
Right. That's what I'm talking about. I'm hyped right now. So first thing first, you know what I'm saying? Hit that thumbs up for y'all boys, man. And shout out to Q-Tip, man. Appreciate you, man. I definitely be listening to your music too. But before I get to my point, you know what I'm saying? First things first, I gotta give a shout out to my Uncle Ray. You know, he's in the Coast Guard doing his thing in DC. So gotta show you some love. And I also a shout out to my boy Jamal. You know, he said you wouldn't win 30 games this year, so you can hold that L, bro, because you get ready to send that as well.
Talk that talk.
You
That's
know what I'm
right.
saying?
Yeah.
And I just won 200 because I told people all year with great coaching, with great defense, and the way we're playing right now, we're gonna make some noise. You feel me? And it's just a growing process. You know what I'm saying? We just gotta stick to the script. And for all this Luca love, y'all can hold this L too. All that crying y'all was doing. He crying because he can't handle the defense. That's why he was crying. You know what I'm saying? But this is Gotham City. We play defense here. We want all the smoke. Now I'm gonna sit here, and before I get to my facts, man, I don't know what was worse, the referees with their phony reviews and their trash no calls, or listening to Richard Jefferson. I mean, my God, bro. I mean, give me a break. You look like a velociraptor, so you just need to hold this L too, because I'm done with you. You feel me? And, shout out to Julius Randle, man. He had 44 points, 10 rebounds, 7 assists. But I know my queen gonna like this. That boy, God. He had 13 points in the fourth quarter. You feel me? He hit some clutch buckets. And this game was over once Noel got that block, man. I'm so hyped right now, man. I want to go block a shot right now, too. You feel me? That's just how we roll. And the fact that we hit 14 threes, we shot 51% from the field. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's only going to get better, y'all. To all my Knicks fans right now, man, witness the growth of what we're watching right now, man, because everybody, let them keep hating. They're not going to give us no respect because we don't have the superstars. But you know what? It's all good. We could fly under the radar and do what we got to do. You feel me? So shout out to you guys, man. Love the show. Appreciate y'all. And y'all have a good night. Let's go, Knicks.
That's right. Appreciate you, Angel, as always. Coming in clutch there with the facts, and 51% from the three. That was something I forgot to mention. We are 50% from three, excuse me, which is good. And if I'm not mistaken, we did the same thing against the Pelicans just on Wednesday. The shots are going in. That's what we need to see, and a lot of them going in from Julius Randle. But that, like I said, the point of the matter is the New York Knicks. We have a problem of offense being our main issue, but we are coming into back-to-back games where we scored over 115 points. You know what I mean? That's good, and I think we had a few 100-point games outside of just these last two, the Lakers, and going down the line. I can't remember them off the top of my head. The offense is seeming to come together. Obviously, with us losing Alec Burks tonight, I think a lot of us were worried that we weren't sure where the offense was going to come from tonight, but Julius Randle and everyone was able to handle business just the same way. Derrick Rose did his bit off the bench. He's like we talked about, RJ Barrett, Julius Randle, Frank Ntilikina came in there and gave us some good minutes in the few minutes that he gave on the court. Even everyone's favorite, Elfrid Payton. So it was one of those things where we still held it down. And I talk about it all the time. Like, we are a deep team that doesn't go deep, pause, you know what I mean? Like, we have the guys, we have the people ready to go, but we play those short rotations that you seem to forget that when somebody goes out that we have that guy. Like, Kevin Knox didn't even play this game, and I'm sure if there's ever a situation where Kevin Knox can come in, he can come in there and give us some offense too. So I just love the dynamic, and I love the vibe of this team, knowing that we have everyone playing the role and doing what they're supposed to do when they get called upon. So yeah, to that point, the 50% from three is huge for us. That's really good.
So I don't know if you guys follow. Well, everyone should be. First of all, hit that thumbs up button. There's 1,700 people, almost 1,800 people in this chat right now, and there's only 716 likes. Not feeling that. We have 5 in a row. Let me count that out for you if you're not good at math. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in a row right now. We're going for 6 on Sunday, so hit that thumbs up. We're 3-0 with this squad. CP's been on load management, but the trifecta here, the big three, the starting three, the real big three of New York is 3-0 right now on KnicksFanTV. So make sure you go ahead and hit that thumbs up. But I don't know if you guys follow Julius Randle on Instagram, but if you do, He just posted something very interesting, and he posted a video of him against the Mavericks, and then wrote a little something that said petty. And then the next slide will go ahead and say if it goes, and I took that personally. So he went ahead. This game was a personal vendetta for him, and he went ahead and handled business. Shout out to Julius King Caesar Randle.
I like that.
I love it.
I like that from Jules. Okay. I didn't see his IG after the game.
If you like it, I love it.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Well, he looked like he was on a mission today, dropping 44 points. So he definitely took it personally. So I love everything about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and he went out there and he handled the damn thing. You know what I'm talking about? He made sure everything was known. Let him know that who is the real king of New York. Like the last super chat said, no tingus pingus. We ain't worried about him no more. Yeah, Julius Randle made sure he put his stamp on tonight's game. But continuing with these super chats, because we got a lot of them. Let me get through a few of these before we get to our next call. Kenny Gales with the $4.99, appreciate you. He said at 7-3 there's nothing blocking Kristaps from seeing this L. Hoof hands Noel sent man's dunk to the East Coast. Hoof hands Noel. Y'all so disrespectful, bro. Eric L. Booker saying Julius Randle is getting more clout in New York than those three superstars in Brooklyn. Keep eating, bro. Hashtag Knicks all day. Hashtag all 72. Hashtag New York forever. And let me get to everybody's favorite Ari real quick before we get to the call. Ari dropping $5 saying, so, and in his caps, so sorry, Alex. Didn't know this would stick so much. It's all good, though. People say I look like Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, my God. Let's get this dude out of here. It is what it is, but just embrace it. Ari, I don't know who's calling you Cristiano Ronaldo, but I'm gonna let you keep believing that one.
They're clearly blind.
Yeah, bro. I'm gonna let you have that one.
You know who was calling him that? Probably the girls who wanted to get on the yacht with him and Maluma and Bad Bunny when he was in Miami. You know, Miami girls will tell you whatever you need to hear to get what they want from you. So that's probably right. Believe it. I've seen it with my own eyes, so I believe it.
Ari, so wow.
People in the chat are also wondering what happened to Burks. I feel, actually, I was told that Burks is in COVID protocol. Yeah. So he should be out for about 10 games. And for people asking why the game wasn't canceled, they went ahead and did their due diligence to make sure that nobody else on the team was affected. And it came back clean. So that's why the game was not canceled. Nobody else seemed to have had any issue with it outside of Burke. So he should be back. Probably that protocol takes about 7 to 10 days. Yeah. So looking probably towards the end of next week, early of the week following, that he should be back. So
yeah, we're gonna miss him, but luckily tonight, like I said, Knicks pulled in with 117 points in tonight's game. I mean, it does help when your all-star scores 44 points, but nonetheless, we were able to hold it down without him. But we were going to miss him in that time because we got some tough games ahead. But at least he'll be there right at the beginning of that tough stretch that we got going on. But yeah, let me get one more.
Hold on. Let me answer this real quick. Ooh. I believe it's 10 days. I don't think it's 10 games. I think it's
days, not games. Mm-hmm.
It's 10 days from where you entered protocol. It's not, they don't go by games because remember, COVID in general goes by, it's a 7 to 10 window that you're no longer contagious and things like that. So it doesn't go games, it goes by days. So.
And even then he still has to have, 3 or 2 positive tests in a certain.
I believe you have to have 3 negative PCRs
or negative, what I say, positive.
2 negative rapids in order to return.
Right.
So.
Right. So hopefully he has a speedy recovery and everything is good and we'll see him in that time. So let me get to Ovetsky, who's in the chat right now. Ovetsky, what's good, bro? You got unmute your... Oh, he's gone. Okay. Ovetsky, somebody get Ovetsky back. Oh, I put him in the lounge. My fault. Let me move him over here. My fault, Ovetsky. My bad, bro. But you got to unmute yourself, man. But what's good, man? 5 in a row. How you feeling, bro?
Hey, man. I'm feeling great. Thanks for having me.
Yeah,
what up, CK? What up, Ash? What up, Alex? Thank y'all for being here mad late. I really appreciate it. But
of course.
Long-time listener, first-time caller. And CP too, man. Get that little management. You've been going crazy all year, bro. Thank you. But first off, I just want to say, thank you guys for doing this all the time, man. It's been a crazy year for everyone. People everyone's been losing a lot of stuff this year. It's been crazy not being able to go to games, all that. But this community, you know, really, really like real special thing. I appreciate you guys, but
appreciate you, man.
Beyond that, let me get to my point. So Julius Randle going crazy every time he pops off, right? All right, so I have this one friend. He just hates Julius Randle because of last year. Like, he still thinks this year is a fluke and all that. And every time Julius Randle pops off, he gets mad because he thinks that it's just closer and closer to Julius getting that bag at the end of the season, you know? And he thinks that's going to lock us up in a real terrible place. He hates Julius. And I just don't get it. The man, this is his third game, 30 points above 30. And all he says is, like, you know, his assist to turnover ratio is dog. And he's one-handed. He can't go right. But I don't get it. But I just want to know what you guys think about that and just drop some knowledge on my friend here, because it's getting crazy. We're both diehards. He's been diehard as long as I have, and he will not give Randall any room or any praise at all. And like, they're talking about this man being potentially like NBA, all NBA, you know what I mean? And I just want to know what you guys think about that, you know, just how this is going to, do you think it's going to lock us up if we give Julius the max or lock him in for a couple years? Like, I love it. I think this guy's only going up. He's only 26. So
26, man.
Thank you guys, and let me know what you think.
Yeah, definitely will. Appreciate the call, bro. Yeah, who wants to take that one first? I think that's a great question. Go ahead, Alex.
I like the way Julius has been progressing, and if anyone has seen Julius from when he's entered the league, he used to just be a in the paint, under the rim type of player. And if you just look at his shot chart from where he's come to now, he's expanded his game where he's now consistent from three. He can shoot from anywhere. He can just shoot especially the baseline fadeaway. That's just automatic at this point. Every year he's progressed and developed his game. He's still maintaining high counting stats, right? Yeah. Whether it's points, rebounds, and now assists. And he's always been a good passer. It's just been passing out of those double and triple team situations, which we saw last season, and he's doing this season. I don't see Julius Randle regressing back to what he was a season ago, just because just from reading, you know, when we read the Players Tribune article, right, saying how he just wants to get better, the influence that Kobe was onto him and what he has to do, just going after everywhere he lands, he goes to a gym and gets some shots up, put in a workout. On top of that, you have a guy who's never been in the playoffs before and is now on the brink of the playoffs and just wants long-term success. I don't see how, if he was one of those guys that just wanted to just enjoy life and not get better at basketball, he would have fallen out a long time ago. Mm-hmm. And yet every step that he's gone, he's been picked up by another team. Someone's seen something in him, and they're just waiting. They were just waiting for him to come into that moment where he could be that type of player. The question always is he that 1, 2, third option? As of right now, he's our number one option, and he's doing a really good job at it. We're at 30 wins. We're at number 6 right now in the East. We're in playoff push mode. We're in contention to not even be in the play-in right now if things are going this way. We're on a 5-game winning streak. Julius Randle just dropped 30-plus points plus 3 games in a row. He was averaging 19. He's averaging more than that right now. I'm pretty sure the last time I checked, it was around 26 points he's averaging. He's taken his game to a whole other level. I don't see how a player there are times where players have regressed, but even still, they may drop off. But his game has come so far where he's doing pull-up threes. He's doing all these different types of moves that he wasn't doing last season. I don't see someone just not utilizing it and not wanting to play and compete. He is an athlete. Athletes do want to compete and show off their skill set. And I think Julius just has that mindset where he wants to be that guy and be a dog day in and day out. So I don't see how he's going to fall back any which way.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think, he's only getting better. And I think, going back to that Players Tribune article, I actually read it. And sometimes it takes you seeing, getting a second opportunity, because you look at how Randall's career started, the injury, first game out. Like, that's not something any player wants to deal with. And that can go ahead and that can put you in turmoil mentally. And then you get this second opportunity or, third opportunity to go ahead and play in a big market. Third opportunity in your career, but your second opportunity to play in a big market, and you fumble that in your first season. And a lot of people don't get the opportunity to correct that. You know what I mean? A lot of people, that would be one and done. So he really took that personal. And his relationship with Kobe Bryant, I think, really kind of lit a fire under him to be better and to take that season and use it as a learning curve. And I think that you'll start to see things from him that maybe, I think when you start to add different pieces to this team, maybe you won't see the amount of games in totality that he scores these high points, because now you have other people that you can go ahead and divvy out that role to. You know what I mean? You don't have to carry the team so much like he's having to do right now, because we still have so many holes in our offense and in our, not so much in our defense, but in our offense. We still have a lot of things we have to correct within this team. So when you start to add other factors, other players who can carry that load, maybe you won't get so many 40 plus games from him or 30 plus games from him, but you'll still get the type of player that he's becoming, that caliber of a player. He just won't have to work as hard, you know? Yeah. But I agree with Alex. I don't think that you're going to see him regress. He has a chip on his shoulder. He wants to be in New York. He wants to play in the city. He wants to bring a championship to the city. He wants to be in the playoffs. He wants to be in the conversation. And he's made a complete turnaround in his career. And this is the turning point. And this is where you're really going to start to see Julius Randle become I mean, if you look at the lower third of tonight's game, it was Randle versus Luka. I mean, he's never had that type of star power. He's never had that type of spotlight on him. And he's ready for that. He wants that. And there's no way he's turning back.
Yeah, I can admit that towards the beginning part of the season, I was there too. I was one of those people that was a little worried that, because I'm a huge believer of the contract year. What's it called? Boost. You know, a lot of guys, you know, when they're on that final season or final 2 seasons of their contract, they just all of a sudden play out of their minds to, you know, get the bag and stuff like that. But to both of you guys' point, you know, Julius Randle, like we both of you guys mentioned that in that piece, you know, he talks about the work that he's put in, and his numbers only speak half of that. You know what I mean? Seeing his numbers progress every stop he's been at, you know, especially seeing such a leap from last season to this season with just a matter of a simple coaching change, and seeing a coach that had belief in him from the beginning. I mean, there was those rumors that there wasn't much belief, but then we're also hearing that, you know, Tom Thibodeau telling him, you know, I want you to be the guy handling the ball, and we're seeing him do that, and seeing so many parts of his games become unlocked, as well as the offense, but his ball movement, you know, handling the ball a lot better this year compared to last year. You know, Julius Randle, he's showing that, you know, he is built for this as well. You know, he wants that smoke. He wants to be the guy that's going to take the blame if there's any blame to be taken, and he wants to be the guy that's going to take that shot. You know, and we're seeing that in just this week alone. You know, I'm calling it the Julius Randle revenge tour, but, you know, whatever you want to call it, the point of the matter is Julius Randle is hooping this week, and I'll be surprised if we don't hear that he's player of the week after how he's played this week, because he's having a tremendous stretch of games right now, and he's a huge part as to why we are on this 5-game winning streak. So to your homie that was, you know, not believing in him and wants to go into the, you know, assist to turnover ratio, whatever it is, yeah, keep pointing at one of the lesser parts of his game, and just let him know that there's so many other things that you could point out. The wins, you know what I'm talking about, his scoring this entire season, the percentages, you got all the stuff. So don't even listen to him. And I'm seeing some people in the chat talking about you need new friends, and maybe that might be the best solution. So
and also, like, adding to that, I mean, when it comes to an athlete standpoint, even when I think about, like, you know, strides and accomplishments in my own career, sometimes the most beneficial part of success is seeing the little steps that you take along the way to get there. You know what I mean? And sometimes that's the most rewarding, because the end result, obviously, whether it's a championship or landing that job that you want or whatever the case may be, sometimes that, you know, that's obviously the mountaintop, but that's such a short-lived moment of happiness, of tranquility, you know, of eureka. You did it, and it's like, okay, now what? But it's the journey along the way that makes you feel like you're getting closer. It's that hunger that strives you to that ultimate destination that makes you want to continue to work harder. And you think about it in terms of an athlete, it's every game that you win that makes you think, okay, I'm one step closer to the playoffs. It's every game that you drop 30 points. It's every other game that you drop 40 plus points. It's the weeks and the games that you do that consistently and back to back. And then it's the times where you look back on film and you realize, okay, I wasn't doing that last year. This is where I am now. It's that also, and I think he realizes that, and you get hungry to continue it. You don't want to go back because you know what back looks like, and back wasn't a good time. And that's what drives you to continue working towards being better and continue working towards greatness. It's the memory of what it was like when it wasn't like that, and the memory, or rather the experience of the present, what it's like when you're in that moment. And that's what continues to push you to strive to continue to stay there. So I don't think, like I said, Randall's going back at all.
Yeah, man.
Absolutely. And the last thing I want to add to that is that he's in contention right now for the most improved award. And that award, I love that award, just because once you achieve that award, it means you've cleared such a hurdle to be put into the spotlight of saying, hey, we recognize the work that you put in to be considered up here, to be an NBA All-Star. Mm. He's going to look at that and it's like, wow, I made it this far, and that's not it for him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to look and say, I want to go even further than that, because look at how his teammates are treating him. When you see whether it's Quickly hugging him, or where you see RJ and all these guys saying, this is an all-star right here. The coaching staff always talks about accountability. When you have teammates who give you that much respect and put you out in the spotlight and are giving you that much praise, you know you cannot go back, because then you're letting them down and yourself down and everyone else in your community. So I don't see Julius going back.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming to the KnicksFanTV TED Talk. Come again soon.
Yeah, there you go. Right. If you didn't come away with anything there, then there's no help for you. Anyways, moving on. Let me get to some of these super chat, and then we got another call coming up next. Above the rim with the 499 saying ESPN is the worst. They botched the Kobe Randall gym story. They sure did, man. They did. Where was Breen and Clyde when you need them? They were probably taking that. They were probably hanging out with CP, taking that same break. Cynthia Wolf dropping $5 saying love this win. #5 in a row. #30 wins. Nerlens block should be a poster. Love it when he got mad. Missed our broadcasters tonight. Yeah, for sure missed them. And one more before we get to the call. Mark with the $5 saying great win. Had to watch the game on ESPN. Yeah, so did we. And listen to Richard Jefferson's commentating on the game, which was awful. Yeah, wish I watched it on MSG. I think that was the way that everyone was feeling about tonight's game. But we are going to DJ from Staten Island. We got him in the Discord. He found his way through the Discord, and we're going to get him on here next. Let me move him over. But DJ, what's good, man? 5 in a row. How you feeling, bro? Oh, you got to mute yourself, man. You are deafened. You are all the way muted, DJ. We need you to take that off. You can't even hear me right now. So somebody wave a DJ in the chat. We need a smoke signal. I'm gonna move him back and we'll get back to you, DJ. You gotta undeafen yourself so we can hear you. So for right now, we're going by somebody that's taking the namesake. He's going by Tupac. So Tupac, what's good, homie? How you doing, man? 5 in a row. How you feeling?
Hey, how's it going? I'm a first-time caller right now. So just want to say appreciate everything you guys do for us Knicks fans. Obviously, I just want to say great win, especially against Tingus Pingus and Crybaby Luka. But Julius is killing it, loving it. Ash, I gotta say, I used to be a Randall hater, so I'm fessing up to that now. But
welcome.
I hope he never unbraids his hair, because he's been killing it since he switched it up. But it's kind of crazy. It's been 7 years since we won 5 in a row, but we deserve this. We're loyal, and this is something we've been looking for. So I think we could kind of start saying the P word in the chat without it getting deleted. But just wanted to talk about two things. Obviously, everyone's hating on ESPN right now. I'm one of them. It's kind of crazy the coverage we get, but it's like I just want Mike and Clyde every single night. But it's like after the game they're drooling over Luka, these post game highlights, and then they have some like performance of the night award, and they give it to some nobody on the Raptors for scoring 30 points. Like, come on, man. Yeah. Like, Julius deserves that all night.
I heard that. Yeah.
And then just like the last thing, I kind of want to get your thoughts on this, but quickly, I feel like, Tibbs is giving him less minutes, seeing some sort of regression. I'm a big fan of like watching the rookie ladder, and he's just dropping every week now. So kind of just get your thoughts on that. And again, appreciate everything you guys do. Y'all have a great night.
Hey, man, appreciate you too, man. Yeah, what's your guys' thoughts on that?
I think that quickly, and I mean, Tibbs had a kind of like this weird relationship with Quick to start with. Remember for the longest time he wouldn't even start him because he felt like there was inconsistencies in his game. But Peyton obviously is on a different scale when it comes to things of the expectation scale, but that's a different conversation. I just think that Quickly plays best when he's working with Rose. But as you can see, Rose's minutes are also limited. I just think that coming off of COVID, he hasn't been quite the same since coming off. Even he himself, he says that he struggles to play any more than 20 minutes a game, if that. So I think it's just about Tibbs is trying to maybe figure out a way to get them both playing together. I feel like that's where IQ shines the most. But I think right now, I don't think it's like it's a sound for an alarm, like to ring the alarm. I think that right now what's working is working, and if it's not broke, don't fix it. I would like to see him start to get some more minutes as we start getting closer to the postseason, because I think we're going to need to utilize him and his abilities. I don't want to see Peyton on the floor at all, like if I can avoid it. But his defense also was a little bit shaky tonight. It's probably why Tibbs didn't play him as much. I think defensively he struggles a little bit, or he has been struggling, but I don't think it's anything. It's like a conspiracy. Obviously, we've seen that Tibbs is willing to play him. It's just he hasn't been, it just hasn't been on his radar right now, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. Alex?
No, absolutely. I agree. I think Ashley said it perfectly. I think Quickly he struggles from game to game defensively. I think tonight's also a night that Tibbs wanted to secure a win, get on a 5-game winning streak, keep the team on a high. So if he didn't see Quickly giving enough, and granted it was very limited minutes, I think it was like 5-6 minutes that Quickly got tonight, he was just trying to make sure that he solidified a win, had the guys out there who were clicking. You saw Randall was clicking. You had RJ come in the second half, start to give something. Everyone in the first unit was giving something, as well as Rose and Taj, and I think he just saw that core 7 working, and he's getting to that point where he's trying to tighten it up, where you're getting to the playoff push, because you're not going to get all 9 guys playing. He wants to shorten the rotation to a bit, so I think he's getting all these guys the proper minutes and the rotations to run, just so that they can be ready to go when the playoffs come. That's just my thought process. To some extent, I get that. I think there's still a little way. I know he probably also wants to secure the playoff spot as well, because it's such a tight race towards the end, and you don't want to leave anything out there and just question yourself like, oh, should I play Taj a little bit more? Should I play D Rose a little bit more? So forth, because we need these wins right now, because we're going to have a West Coast trip that's just going to be brutal for us, and anything could happen out there. But I think he's just trying to secure the wins that look like they're winnable right now. So it's going to be it's going to be a balance between getting these guys minutes to develop them, but also making sure that they get the wins too to move forward.
Yeah, I agree with both of you. I'm on the same wavelength as you guys. But you guys know tonight's show is post game here on KnicksFanTV, brought to you by Manscaped. Go to manscaped.com/Knicks, and you guys can get your products for 20% off. Let me get through a few more super chats, and then we're gonna get back to DJ. I think DJ's ready to go. But real quick, let me get through a few more of these, because you guys keep them coming, man. Appreciate you guys. Ashley said earlier though, we're at 1,700 viewers in this chat, but I only see 900 likes. Make sure you hit that like button for the squad. Let them know that we are live and kicking at this hour right now, and we're still going. We're still celebrating this win tonight. Shout out to Jamae. That's how you spell it. Jamae Faustin with $4.99 saying, shout out to the Knicks winning 5 in a row. Last time was with Jason Kidd, and we won 6 in a row. We definitely can beat that streak. Let's go Knicks. Yeah, it was that long, huh? Golly. That's crazy.
Gee.
That is so crazy. I didn't realize it was that long ago.
What a time.
Backward.
What a time.
Yeah.
What a time.
Yeah. Wow. That's all right. That just threw me back. I didn't realize it was that far back. Rich Harris dropping $5. Appreciate you. He says, as much as I hated hearing Richard Jefferson do this game, I take solace in the fact that the Knicks winning had to tear his insides up with laughing emojis. Yeah, I would like to hope so, but yeah, man, I hated hearing the compliments that he did not mean, and it's just Richard Jefferson. But yeah, we're all on the same wavelength.
Y'all ethering that man in the chat tonight.
Yeah, and he deserves it, man. He was so fake tonight. It was so apparent. But anyway, we're giving another try. DJ from Staten Island, how you doing, bro? Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear y'all. What's up, man?
What's good,
Can y'all
bro?
hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay,
You
man.
sound
What's
clean,
up,
boy. You sound clean.
First, yeah, I hear it's smooth on this side too, man. First off, if y'all didn't understand already, hit that thumbs up for the squad, man. They holding it down while CP is doing some type of nonsense in LA. I just hope that he stops and gets some In-N-Out burger. You know what I'm saying?
I'm telling you, man.
I just gotta. First off, man, ESPN giving us Richard Jefferson already was bad luck, but I'm just happy. The last time I called Julius Randle King Caesar, it was when he was an all-star, and now, man, I'm just happy to say that this is Emperor Caesar right now. We're getting Emperor Caesar. 30-point games. The last person to do it with back-to-back 30-point games is my man Melo back in 2012. First one with 40 and 10 since the King, since Bernard, man. It's enough, man. He's a Knick. And on top of that, I love the pettiness. That means he cares. This man cares. Maxi Kleber, come on, man. I love that. I loved everything about it. Right. I think Luka is one of the softest guys in the NBA. He's another one of these fake tough guys. Can't stand him, man. And I left a super chat. I'm just happy that RJ was a part of tonight, a national televised game. The 9 God strikes again. The disrespect is it's always louder than the respect. Just remember that. The disrespect is always louder than the respect. But we got to, I'm just happy that they're keeping it rolling, keeping it pushing. And I'm just happy that they're doing what they're doing, man. ESPN giving us no credit, man. No 4-game winning streak. Can we make it 5? Nah, just all this Luka stuff. Yeah. And I was so happy about tonight's win. I got into the Bleacher Report community chat with the Dallas Mavericks. Had to troll them guys. You know what I'm saying? That community is as soft as Luka Doncic is every game. But y'all keep doing what y'all doing. I ain't got nothing more to say. The 9 and the big 3-0 did what they had to do, and I'm just happy that we got it to 5. Hit that thumbs up button for your squad, man. I'm out. Peace.
Appreciate you, bro. Yes, DJ from Staten Island dropping them. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, man. We did what we had to do. No respect coming our way. Everyone's going in on ESPN, and I think it's definitely warranted because they gave us no respect. They were talking as if we were just, we weren't even there. It was like it was the Mavericks show, and then we were just, part of the journey. I didn't like it. So yes, the chat's flaming them, and I think they should keep it going. I think it's not enough. Keep them going. My man Powell in the chat saying that Richard Jefferson looking like a whole milk dud. That's right. Keep them coming.
Not a milk dud. Listen, DK, as you read some more super chats, everyone drop your cities, drop your locations in the chat so we can give you guys some shout outs. I know you did it earlier, but we've been reading and talking, so it's deep in the chat. So let's start fresh.
One more time.
DK is going to read some super chats, and then we'll do some shout outs. So make sure you drop your cities, your countries, your locations, your addies. I'll pull up. Just kidding.
You need to stop saying that. I'm telling you, okay. keep saying it. See what
I'm only pulling up if you guys got some fire food on deck. I'm talking like a nice spread.
You already gave Angel the blueprint.
I was about to say
that's quick. We're not doing that.
And see, Alex, we remember you already gave Angel the blueprint, and make sure that when you're getting this fresh made spaghetti, that me and Alex are nearby because we were promising scraps.
We were promising scraps as a trio. It's a gang.
Right. Maybe, but we'll see. All right, let me get through some of these super chats. But yeah, let us know where you guys are at, and we'll shout you guys out in the chat right now. But let me get through some of these super chats real quick because we got a lot of them. We appreciate all the love tonight. Kenny Williams with $5 saying it's something about when Knicks win on national TV too. It feels great. It really does, especially when they're talking trash about us the whole entire time. We're not giving us any love, and then they have to talk about the fact that we won the game. I love it. Absolutely love it. And another thing too, another beef I have. I'm gonna get back to the chat. I understand that this season was a surprise to most. I'm one that said that I thought we were going to end the season at 27, 28 wins. We're at 30 now, and we're going to keep on going. But at the same time, at what point does it get or has it already been disrespectful when I keep hearing the fact that the Knicks are now 30 and 27, but they still say it with a surprise in their tone? You know what I'm talking about? The Knicks are winning. They win 119 on one. You guys know what I'm talking about? Like the inflection, the way that they say that they sound surprised in their voice. I don't know what I didn't like that. I felt the type of way when when Jalen Rose and they're talking about the Knicks win, like they're surprised. Like we're 30-27 at this point. We up there climbing in the standings. I get it was a bit of a surprising season, but am I the only one who feels the type of way about that? Because to me, it's at a point now where it's disrespectful. We're way past the half-point line. We've shown the kind of team we are this year. Like, come on now, you ain't talking about the 5th seed, 6th seed over on the other side the same way. I understand it's the Lakers at this point, but you know what I mean. Like, come on now. Am I the only one that's feeling the type of way about that, or should I just let it go?
I mean, I feel the type of way about it, but personally, I also don't care. Like, in the words of Tupac, frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
All right.
Because it's going to come to a point where you're going to have no choice but to respect us. So, if you want to be on the Nets bandwagon, if you want to talk about the Suns, you want to talk about the Lakers, and you want to talk about all these other teams,
right,
and you want to act surprised, and you want to disrespect a franchise who's always been in the same city, in the same arena, in the same location, at the same address, like, that's your prerogative. But I guarantee you next season, the season after that, and the seasons following all of those, you're going to have no choice but to respect the New York Knicks. So I'll be patient for that. I'll wait for that. It's good. It's cool. You don't have to give me my respect now, but you'll give it to me eventually. So I'll wait for it. It's cool.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't know. It just I felt the type of way just hearing it. It gave me that like I was about to punch a whole hole through my television. I was like, what hello? Like, it was 44 not enough from Julius Randle? Okay, was this 117 on their head? No, I felt the type of way. But you're right.
Let them look foolish, man.
You're right.
Let them look foolish because when they're late to the party and the Knicks are doing well, they're like, "Oh, we had them. We saw it from the get-go." No, you didn't. You didn't. You weren't here in 2020, 2021 when the Knicks were starting to get on the right track with Tom Thibodeau as the head coach, the whole new coaching staff, Leon Rose, and the whole new front office. You weren't there for Julius Randle, RJ Barrett, IQ, Obi Toppin, everybody else doing work. You thought D Rose trade was something, didn't know if it was going to make that much of a difference, but he's actually helping us win. So if you're not here with us now, the door's closed. You can wait until next time. I don't know if there's ever going to be a next time, but
it's not going to be a next time, though. You know why? Mm-hmm. Because when the Knicks start getting more consistently in the postseason and in the finals and in the conference finals, the bridge is closed. Make sure you stay on the other side of the bridge in Brooklyn, because the bridge to Manhattan, to MSG, to 7th Avenue, that bridge is closed. Yeah. So you can't come over here now. You weren't here in the trenches. You weren't giving us our respect in our rebuilding time, in a time where we exceeded expectations. You can't come over here when we start now and we're on everybody's radar. No. The bandwagon is officially closed at the end of this season. So you got to make your decision and make it quickly, because afterwards, no more. The toll is shut down. So bye. See ya.
That's facts.
So.
All right, y'all right. No, I agree. I guess I had a weak moment. You guys are right. I need to let it go. I don't. It just irks me, and because I don't watch ESPN much. So then just being on, just like, but you right. You guys are right. But shout out to Finn Jeffrey, coming from Wellington, New Zealand. That look, I don't even want to know what time it is for you, but we appreciate you coming through in the chat. Maybe it's early for you. I don't know. Look, man, I ain't got the time to do that math in my head. But shout out to you. We got OZ coming from Perth, Australia. Go ahead.
Good day, Australia.
Yes. Zeke Smith from the South Side, Jamaica, Queens. We got Lloyd Barker from Fresno, California. We got another shout out. We got another one coming from New Zealand. Okay, look, man, appreciate y'all, man. We got Knicks fans on New Zealand. Appreciate you guys. We got Elmhurst, Queens, coming from Chris. We got Rochester, New York, coming from D'Angelo Bailey. Who am I missing? Is there anything else? Let me get one more, and then I'm going to throw it to you guys. Oh, I got a shout out to my Eddie Diaz, coming from right where I'm at, L.A. That's right. We holding it down over here where everyone's caring about the damn Clippers and the Lakers. We still caring about our Knicks over on this side. But what you guys seeing on the chat?
Shout out to Chris Parafan saying shout out to Vanilla CP, aka Jamal Murray. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes. That was the original one you were getting, though, right, Alex? That's what you were telling me. Yeah, Jamal Murray is when you originally were getting. Yeah.
Shout out to Eugene McCain coming from Charleston, South Carolina. Shout out to everybody giving me props on SNY. I appreciate you guys supporting me and watching me over there as well. Shout out to the Boogie Down Bronx. Shout out to Harlem. Shout out to Alan C. out of Jersey, Dirty Jersey in the building. Shout out to, we got a lot of people from Queens in the building. Okay.
Shout out.
Shout out to Johnny Vincent from Antarctica. Is that real?
There's no way.
That
There's
can't
no
be
way.
real.
Oh, there go my
Is
light.
that really real?
Look, I'm gonna believe it. My light went out, so it must be
turn
real.
your light
You
on.
hear my light? You see my light? No, let me put me a bill real quick.
And shout out to Eric Kang out of Seattle. I'm hoping that you get a basketball team that returns to you guys. I would love to see the Supersonics back in Seattle. So fingers crossed for that. Jamal Murray, who you want to shout out?
Don't know how to say the first part of this, but shout out to Dragon in London. We got, who else we got in this? We got Jamie Hernandez from Tucson in the house. We got Nuggy Fresh from Elizabeth, New Jersey. We got Gene Ramel from Baldwin, New York. We got B Suede from Medford, New York. All right, more Jamaica Queens up in here.
I love it.
We got some from D-Boy from Indonesia. Did you say that, Ash? Did you say Indonesia?
I did not, but shout out to Indonesia.
Indonesia, yeah, man.
All right. We got
I see
Maurice
someone from
Berkham.
Singapore just popped up
Howard.
too. International.
Okay, and we got Elmhurst, Queens up here. Maurice Baker. Shout out to all of you.
That's what's up, man. Yeah, shout out all around the world. That's what I'm talking about, man. We worldwide. Let's go, Knicks. I'm especially with this 5-game win streak. Come on now. That's right.
I know somebody I don't want to shout out. Don't shout out to Ari.
Yeah, Ari going in, man.
No shout out to Ari. What's wrong with my dirty jersey? That's how they get out. Ari, go to bed, Ari.
She said, "Go to sleep." Go to sleep.
Shout out to Chuck D also in the chat, always rocking with us.
As always, P's in the chat. P's in the
Make
chat.
sure you guys put a hashtag PE in the chat for our boy Chuck D. Always showing love, always supporting. And I always appreciate getting his selfies or his tweets on Twitter.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's one of the highlights of my day.
Yeah, appreciate that for sure. Let me get to a few more of these super chats, and we're gonna go to our next call. Stuart, I see you. But Maxwell Walter with the 1999 bones. Appreciate you saying shout out to y'all for holding this down. You know we still out here in Albuquerque, New Mexico, right? That's what NM stand for.
That's home of Breaking Bad, yes, sir.
You're right. Yeah. Tonight was epic. What about those Frank minutes, though? Yes, sir. Thought he looked tough and aggressive. Hashtag Frank Hive. Hashtag Broadway Barrett. Yeah, Frank did his thing in his, 4 or 5 minutes? Did he play 6 minutes? Something like that. Yeah, Frank did his thing. Got a quick 4 points plus 5 and said, all right, I'll see you guys in 4 to 5 games. Yeah, appreciate you, Frank. Thank you, man. Be Love dropping $9.99. No comment, but we appreciate the donation. Appreciate the love. We got RGT85 with the $44 super chat. Appreciate you. He said, I'll take a 44 piece on national TV with 3 honey mustards and 3 barbecue sauces. Shout out Doge for getting me a bag to afford this. Shout out RGT, appreciate you, bro. And get one more before we get to our call. Angelo Carlo with $4.99 saying, you know things are good in Knicks land when Jefferson, out of all people, is giving Randall the All-NBA nod on the broadcast. We turning them haters. Yeah, I kind of felt I kind of felt like that was a little real. So I'll give Richard Jefferson a little bit on that one, but even that's still not enough. Still milked up. That being said, moving over to our next call. Stuart, what's good, man? 5 in a row. How you feeling? Hello. What's up? We hear you, man.
Oh, okay. What's up, buddy? How you doing?
We're good.
I'm a long time fan of the New York Knicks. Shout out to Chuck D, longtime fan, Public E. I like him, and also to the panel. I think it's a happy day for us.
Yes.
Because in the beginning of the season, we saw how rough it was. Now everything's clicking. The offense is clicking. The defense is unbelievable. And I just like the way, because been years where we've been laughed. A Knicks fan been laughed at. For many, many years. Right. And one thing I'm a fan of Bernard King. That's my favorite player. And when Julius Randolph first came and wore that number, oh man, I was kind of upset.
You didn't like it.
Retired. But that's another story. But anyway, for him to come in and do what he's doing right now with that number 30, I know Bernard King. I know I'm happy because the work ethic, the way he's playing, and it's rubbing off on the whole team. How they, we are not just going for a play-in. We at number 6.
Right.
I think I'm just a fan. I think we're gonna go somewhere in the playoffs. You know, I just see that good days are ahead. I know we need a few more pieces, and that's cool. But I'm loving what I see right now, and I thank y'all. And keep up the good work, y'all. You know, you're very knowledgeable. You know, but and you know, I just remember, and I go real quick. Michael Richardson, Ray Williams. I remember Mark Jackson when he did the helicopter, and Rick Pitino and them, and to see how we grow. And to this day, right now, with this bunch and Tibbs, how he got them all buying into this system, and we're gonna have some good more time. So I'm just gonna continue listening to y'all, and I'm enjoying the show. God bless.
Man, appreciate that call, man. Appreciate you, Stuart. Yeah. What do you guys think about that, real quick, before we move on to the next call? Do you think? We know Ashley was, talking about that, hopeful sweep against the Nets, but y'all thinking that, this is more than just a first round hopeful few wins? You guys think we have a second round possibility, especially if we get into that 4 or 5 spot? Even if at the 6, like, what you guys thought? You think you agree with Stuart on that one?
Yeah, I mean, I think it always. First of all, shout out to the chat saying that now, on top of looking like the light skinned CP and Jamal Murray, that Alex now also looks like an older version of Lonzo Ball.
Our point guard. I don't know if I can co-sign that one though. I
know CK probably loves that comparison.
I don't know. I just don't know if I see it. I
don't see the Lonzo. I don't see Lonzo
one either.
Ball.
I see the Jamal. I see the CP. I just don't see the Lonzo one.
I don't see Lonzo. I see Jamal Murray though. Definitely.
Yeah, I see that one. I see that one for sure. Yeah.
I think it all depends on matchups, right? The saying styles make fights, and I think it depends on who you get. I think that if you get somebody who you match up well with, then, it's anyone's game. I definitely think that our defense is what is the strong suit in anybody that we do play. Obviously, if you get someone like Miami, you don't want them in that first round. That obviously wouldn't end up well. You don't match up well with them.
We don't want that. We don't.
Just depends on who you get. Who you match up with. Well, if you get lucky in that sense. So.
Yeah, Miami scares me just as much as some of the top teams. Go ahead, Alex.
Even though Miami's not playing well right now, they play well against us.
Yes.
Yeah. Still. Yeah.
There's just some teams you don't want to face. Miami's one of them. If we're in like the 4, 5, 6, I think we can make something out of it. I mean, the thing about the season, we don't know how it's going to pan out, right? I mean, everyone's talking about Jamal Murray right now, but look what happened to the Nuggets. They thought they were going to be a dark horse going into the Western Conference Finals again after how they performed last season. But with the Jamal Murray injury, can they actually do it? It kind of changes things right now. And you don't know what's going to happen down the line. As long as we stay healthy, we see what other teams do. There's always a chance for us. But if everyone's healthy, 4 or 5, give me the Hawks, give me the Celtics.
I'm saying.
I think we could take those guys and go to the second round. I'm not afraid of them. When it gets to the 76ers, when it gets to the Miami Heat,
I'm not even going front.
I am terrified.
Woo! Those 76ers, boy.
We can steal one. I feel like we can steal 1 or 2 games. But yeah, that's
fine. But I'm not
gonna be tough.
A series?
That series gonna be tough. Yeah, it's still gonna be tough. Yeah. I agree with you guys on that. All right, let me get through a few more super chats before we go to our next call. Which did I read? I just read that one. Okay. Shout out to Flo Hypnotic with the $4.99 saying, "Give King Julius the bag." There it is. We got someone already ready to pay him long term. We read that one earlier. Shout out to Oscar De Leon. I hope I said it right. $4.99 saying, "I'm sorry, Drew." Oh, see, better than me. "I'm sorry, Drew, for last year's slander. Let's go Knicks." RJ Barrett, aka Broadway Barrett, aka Cloud9. Add that one to the mix. I kind of like that one. You don't like that one?
No.
Because you just want your 9 god?
Yeah.
So how you feel about Broadway Barrett? Because I really like that one too. That's the one I heard first.
Broadway Barrett's dope.
Yeah,
I like Broadway Barrett.
Okay, yeah, that's one of my favorite ones. Yeah, for sure. Okay, so no Cloud9 though. Sorry. I like the Oscar, but yeah, that I guess it gets a nod from over here. And we got to read Chuck D before we got another one. Shout out to Chuck D. Like we said, if you didn't already, #PE in the chat. Chuck D with the 499 saying, "I can't recall a win that has felt this sweet the past whatever years. This was something. Only a playoff berth or playoffs win can can top this feeling. Yeah, this felt good. I think it matched the level of last year. I mean, the last year games against the Dallas Mavericks were just different. Those felt like playoff level games. But yeah, right there with you, the way that we recovered in this game, especially after we lost that first one this season in such a dramatic fashion, that gave all of us a bad taste in our mouth. And on top of that, Julius Randle, having such a great week and playing the way he did. RJ Barrett recovering after 2 bad games. Yeah, it just was a beautiful win. We survived the storm. So I'm with you on that one, Chuck D. Yeah, I just feel like any game against the Mavericks just been really good for us the last few years. That being said, we're going to Peter from Belize. Peter, 5 in a row. How are you feeling, my friend? What's up?
Yeah, I'm here.
How you doing, man?
I'm good.
What's good? What you guys say about tonight's win?
I'm live?
Yeah, you're with us, man. What's good? Is he?
Oh man,
Alex. What's good?
I'm listening to you guys, and then there's a delay.
Yeah, well, you're ahead of the game. You're in the future right now.
Good night. Good night or good morning to you guys. It's still Friday night here. I guess it's Saturday where you're at. Good night, Ashley. Good night, CK, 2K. And who's that guy? Paulie Malignaggi. You guys are going big time.
Oh my!
You guys are big time. That is Paulie Malignaggi. You guys are saying Jamal Murray and going all over the place. That's Paulie Malignaggi. You know, Conor McGregor is waiting on a fight, dude. He's waiting for you. So, yeah. I'm glad that I'm coming on when you guys are talking about scenarios and playoff scenarios. I'm definitely hoping for a 4-5 matchup with the Atlanta Hawks. I feel that we could definitely win a series against the Hawks in the playoffs. And definitely, I would love a second round matchup with the Sixers. I know you guys are saying 1 game, 2 games, but come on, man, we got to start thinking 1999 here. We weren't favored against the Miami Heat in '99. We weren't favored, but anything can happen. You guys are always talking about house money,
right?
You guys are always talking about house money here. So we just have to keep the faith. And see what happens in a second round matchup against the Philadelphia 76ers, and then it's the battle for New York for the 7-1-8 in the conference finals. I'm in here in Belize. I'm talking conference finals. Guys are laughing at me. I also remember, in 2012 when I was saying 7 weeks before the Giants were going to win the Super Bowl, guys were also laughing at me as well. We look at matchups. What do you look at the wild card in that year? We faced the Atlanta Hawks. We won. We went up against the Packers. We won. But then I said, who do you want to play in the NFC Championship game? The Saints, CK2K Saints, or do you want to play the 49ers? We don't want to go in a dome. We want to go to Candlestick Park and take out the 49ers. Yeah. That's exactly what happened. Yeah. And the rest is history. We won our second Super Bowl. So this thing comes down to matchups. I do not want to see the Milwaukee Bucks in the first round. It's over if we get Giannis in the first round. But if we can grind it out against the Hawks and we have momentum going against the 76ers, I like our chances in a 7-game series. And it's winner take all, battle for New York, Brooklyn Nets versus New York Knicks, a team that plays defense versus one that doesn't play defense, and they want to outscore you. That is how I'm looking at it. Yes, we are really reaching far right now. I'm really stretching it. Hello?
Yeah, you're good. Keep going, you're killing it.
Okay. Yeah, I know it's real wishful thinking, but this is why I search for shows that I can vent my how do I want to say, vent my imagination on.
No, optimism, optimism.
Definitely,
Yeah.
So I'm a diehard New York fan here. One of the few New York fans in this country. And I am ready. I'm just watching at all these Renter fans, Brooklyn Nets fans that just came out of nowhere. We have these Lakers fans here that repatriated from upstate California because they were riding with the Warriors all a
Yeah,
while.
they go back and
So
forth.
there's no real fans here.
Right.
Knicks are real fans. We are hardcore to the core. Big up Paulie Malignaggi, CK2K, Ashley. I'm out.
Appreciate you, Peter, man.
Why does he keep calling you that? I don't understand.
Let's be real. Let's be real. This is all Ari's fault. This is all Ari's fault. He's the one.
100% Ari's fault.
He's the one that dropped the CP thing, and ever since then, everybody's looking. What else can we compare? And they've been good, but ever since then, that opened the can of worms, man. Alex,
open the floodgates, man.
Yeah, man.
All chaos on this show on Ari. Yeah. It's his fault.
Yeah, this right here, this is all your fault, Ari. All your fault.
He's the menace of KnicksFanTV. He's the architect of chaos.
Of chaos, yeah. Facts. But to Peter's point, Peter being optimistic, bringing us some points, bringing some facts. Hated that he had to bring my Saints into that. Reminded me of that nightmare game where we played against the 49ers and Vernon Davis ran all over us and we lost to a late touch. Didn't have to bring that up, but I get what your point was. And yeah, optimism. We don't even know if we're going to come to that point where we would have to play the Sixers. I'm hoping that we're not that low in the standings where we would have to even think about playing them. But, he's saying that he believes we play them, that there's a chance that we can, take them. And you know what? Optimistic CK, loving my Knicks. I would like to think that too, but also at the same time, just seeing that this is a different Sixers team. This isn't Brett Brown's Sixers anymore, So it's just, it's hard for me to just completely buy in on that. I will always believe that I said it. We've said it so many times on the show. I don't go into any game scared. I do believe that my Knicks have a chance to win games, but at the same time, realistically, I do know that the Sixers are playing so much better this year that it'll be tough. It's going to be tough. But in that same sense, I love people like Peter. We need that optimism. You never know. Anything can happen. He brings up 99. That's a good year to bring up. And my light just fell. Everything almost is a mess over here. But, yeah,
Pay your bills.
You see me? Look, man, I'm telling you. But what you guys' thoughts on that? You think there's a chance? You think, we just got to believe? What y'all feeling about what Peter said? And there go my light.
I think there's like a balance between being confident in your team and then also maintaining expectations of like what to get at, like what could happen during the season. Yeah. I'm with you, CK, where I always have faith in my team. Like they're going to go in and win, but realistically, like going into the playoffs, we still need to add a lot more unless a lot of things fall in our favor. Like we always look at it as if everyone's healthy, right? If everyone's healthy, how are we going to compete? We don't know the future and how everything's how the dominoes are going to fall, but there's always that chance. But I like to try to keep it realistic too, so I'm not trying to hype myself up for something that may or may not happen.
Right. No, I get that. I could tell by Ashley's face. She's like, move on.
Ashley's.
No, I'm trying to no. The answer is just no. I mean, obviously, you guys already know my philosophy. I don't believe in running from anybody, but realistically, like Alex was saying, there are just certain matchups that realistically you would not come out on the winning end. Obviously, every dog has its day. There are chances that, a miracle happens and, the team that's supposed to win doesn't win and it's an upset that happens. But it's very hard for that to happen in a 7-game series. It's very hard to happen, especially with the way that some of these teams are playing and knowing that we as a team, yes, although defensively strong, we're still missing some pieces needed offensively. I just don't know why you would try to press luck. You know what I mean? It just, you go after the easy target. If you don't get the easy target, obviously you give it all that you have, but you also are realistic in the battle itself.
Yeah, I completely agree with that. But, like I said, it's just one of those things we believe, we would hope, we would love to be proven wrong. It's just one of those things team like that, we just got to be real with ourselves and that we don't want to put ourselves in that sense of false hope. But we would definitely be rooting and hoping to be wrong in a situation like that. You know what I mean? Hold on, I got it. People coming for me, so I have to defend myself here. My man Maurice Baker saying, "CK, drop your Cash App. Let's help you out with that light bill." Look, y'all, it's my fault. It's only happened a few times, and the reason why it happens is because my stupid self forgets to charge the battery before we go live. So then I'm in here with a 40% battery, and then it goes out on me. It's my own fault. Y'all, it ain't my bills. I'm paying my bills. Barely. Anyways, with that being said, let me help CP pay some bills and read some more of the super chats real quick before we wrap this thing up. 5 games in a row. KnicksFanTV post game presented by none other than Manscaped. Manscaped.com/Knicks. And you get whatever on the site for 20% off. Let me read some more of this super chat real quick, and then we're going to do our final goodbyes, and we'll see you guys on Sunday. Let me read 2 of these real quick before we do our outros. Let me see. Christoph. Sorry, I didn't mean to read before I read this. But Christoph saying with $4.99 saying Jets are up next. Respect us. I'm gonna keep reading. No. Let me stop. Let me not be this. Let me stop. Let me stop.
That silence was.
I'm sorry, man.
Show the green and white some love. It's okay.
I'm sorry, man. Yo, Peter, I don't even want to talk about football because Peter brought me back to a game that I hate. And Alex Smith and Vernon. So forgive me for not feeling about your Jets. For the love of the game podcast with $4.99 saying the Nets fans are the same fans A-Rod paid to make signs and protest outside of his steroid hearing. LOL. I mean, the two add up, but whatever the case may be. But that being said, Peter's going to be the one. Peter from Belize was the one that's going to wrapped it up for us tonight. I think that was a good call, even though very it spurred some conversations in the chat. I was looking for words right there. It's late. But it started some conversations in the chat. What are you guys thinking? Would love to hear more of that. But for right now, that's it for us over on our side. 5 in a row, y'all. We did our part. We did what we were supposed to do. We held it down. CP will be back on Sunday after the Pelicans game. You know what I mean? But as for us right here, as Ashley said, the real big 3. We held it down 3 in a row. It started in LA, or it started against LA, excuse me. Then we went to New Orleans. The Big Easy took that one, and we went to Dallas and handled business. So we went 4-0.
What did that meme say? Not gonna lie, they almost had us in the first half, but we came back.
We came back. We sure.
We came back.
We sure did. Alex, send them off, big guy.
Guys, phenomenal week. 3-0 this squad. We did a great job. 3-0. Knicks on a 5-game winning streak since 2012-2013 season. We here. We're doing it. And guess what? We're going to do it again against the New Orleans Pelicans on Sunday. But everyone, Knicks Nation, thank you for tuning in. You can find me over at Hoops Habit, part of the Fansided Network. You can find me over at KnicksFanTV.com. Make sure to check out the website. We got a bunch of great writers over there. Also, I'm over at Tally site if you want to do sports betting. And please make sure to check out the podcast, Knicks, Jets, etc. on all streaming platforms.
Ashley Moss.
As usual, and yes, we know we missed mad super chats. We will read them before the show ends. Don't you guys worry. But as usual, you guys can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at AshNicoleMoss. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, All In with Ashley Nicole. I just dropped a new video today, so I would appreciate a thumbs up and a view. Subscribe to that. Also, if you haven't, like I said, subscribe to my channel, comment, let me know what you think. I'm also going to be doing a Knicks version of the video I just dropped next week, so that's going to be very exciting. And let's get this dub on Sunday. Let's continue the trend. I want 6 in a row. Well, technically 7, because like I said, this counted as 2. But in the eyes of the NBA, it only counted as 1. So let's make it 6 in a row against the Pelicans. And Lonzo, I hope you're watching closely, because this could be you. I'm just saying. Just saying.
Look at Ashley joining the movement. I appreciate you. Welcome.
Go.
More than room. More than enough room. Yeah, you know me and Alex over here leading the ship. But yes, you know what it is. Appreciate you guys for coming with us as we held it down this week here on Knicks Fan TV, doing what we do 3-0. In the words of Ashley, 4-0, because today was bonus points like it's NBA Jam. We did what we had to do. But you know, it's where CK. Find me everywhere at CK2K. We'll be back in this thing on Sunday. Alex, we gotta have you do it one more time, bro. But this time, we need the script again, huh? Dang, we need to copy this damn script.
All right, drop the script.
All right, one more time. We're gonna read some super chats. Yeah, we're gonna read some super chats. All right, drop that script, and when we get it, we're gonna have CP Light read it, and I'm gonna show you all the last Photoshop that we got that actually has not seen yet. Actually, I think no, Alex saw. But before we get to that, let me read the rest of these super chats. We'll go through these. Ty D with $1.99 saying King Julius Randle is unstoppable. Love it. Dylan Alex with $5 saying, bro, dude doesn't realize the Mets have the LBJ of pitching in Jacob DeGrom.
That is true. DeGrom.
Excuse me. I said I
sure.
don't know why I saw two O's. And they the 1 seed in the division. Cowboys about to go 8-9 again. Ash LMAO. Strays. They love throwing those strays at you there, Ashley. Dang, every single time. Maurice Baker with $5 saying ESPN is super trash. That's why we have to take KnicksFanTV to the top. Hit that thumbs up. Appreciate you, Maurice. BX Boy 71 saying Richard Jefferson had to choke on that hate tonight. Rick Carlisle had to choke on that hate tonight. ESPN had to choke on that hate tonight. That's right. Let them all choke on the hate tonight, I guess. I guess Porzingis survives, but it's all good. Appreciate the donation, BX Boy. Lloyd Barker with another one, $5 saying, oh, smack. The SNY baddie is flowing on the mic. Mic drop. Shout out to Lloyd. E Gotti 26 saying 5 in a row. Hashtag go NY. Hashtag Randall with the thumbs up. James Davey 4.99. Salute Trotty, CK, and Ash. Love that. Shout out to James, man. Angel coming in with $10. Appreciate you, Angel. Smooth. He says, Alex and CK, I got it. Sorry. Alex and CK, I got extra plates for y'all. And Ash, I can't be mad all day, but your smile always makes my day better. So proud of you, Queen. Luca and Sean Bradley, Porzingis shot 15 of 36. Go Knicks. See the sandwich? Do I have to keep explaining? I gotta explain. Chuck D with another $9.99. Appreciated the second super chat from Chuck D tonight saying Ash, CK, and Alex been keeping KnicksFanTV in orbit like Tesla SpaceX. Our God was unbelievable. Julius, Lakers, Pels, and Mavs clapback trifecta is a bit reminiscent of Bernard King's 3-game Texas romp 37 years ago. Yeah, shout out to that, man. I love the tidbits, man. Y'all don't understand. Chuck, you be blessing us, man. It's crazy. Illmatic Ray with the $4.99 saying, I'm the king of New York Randall, pop voice. Oh, yeah. Pop voice, the smoke will never clear. Yeah. Shout out to you, bro. Brian Carter with $4.99. That was it. Appreciate you, Brian. Steve Vernon with the $4.99 saying, Ash, do you know how to braid? If so, Knicks need to hire you. Randall needs his hair braided 100% of the time. Ashley, we also got to talk to you about the disrespect.
I can braid. I'm a pretty.
But can you? How
are
you doing with the Pusha T braids? Because you have some apologizing to because Randall been
I do. I was so wrong about the IQ Travis Scott Pusha T braids. You little me. I like cornrow Randall.
Yeah, well,
I thought that this look was gonna absorb his superpowers, but I was sadly mistaken. So shout out to the Travis Scott IQ Pusha T braid hive. I'm very sorry I doubted you. I'm sorry I doubted your powers. So
the drip braid is in the elite company now because the games he's having right now is crazy. I mean, I think drip braid Randall probably might be MVP of the bunch, but we'll see at the end of the year because I'm sure somebody will have a graph of the stats. That being said, moving over to AP, dropping $1.99. Appreciate you saying hashtag. Oh, I love this. Hashtag bring Zoe to NY and hashtag bring CK to NY. Oh, bring CK Jr. to NY. Y'all trying to recruit my son, man. Come on, man. He ain't even won yet. Like, come on, y'all. Come on, give him some time. Let him
never too early.
You're right. He was wearing his he had his Knicks gear on today. Woke up from his nap and watched the game of Pop, so it's all good. Nuggy Fresh, $50. I appreciate it. He said bring CK to NY. I'll buy the ticket to the game. Look, I'm ready, man. I don't know if I'm gonna make it this season, but I'll definitely be back there next year. You know, the whole pandemic threw everything off, but yeah, definitely be there for next season for sure. Joshua Carrick with $25 saying, at Ash, I love this season and love this winning mindset. Let's keep this going. Who do you realistically think we need next year to improve? That's for Ash.
I already said, you know what I feel. I felt about Lonzo. I think Lonzo would be a great addition.
That's right.
I would have loved to have someone like Fred VanVleet or somebody, but that's not an option.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's anybody specific. I think, outside of Lonzo just saying it, I think that what you really need is you just need scoring help. You need to either get that in the draft or you need to get that, whatever is available in the offseason, free agency, all that good stuff. But that's what's going to be the difference maker for this team. And then obviously you need to land another big fish and another superstar in the league. But that usually comes after people have already seen what the team can look like in totality. I think it's still too soon there. I actually would also love a Bradley Beal if he would ever save himself from the dark hole that is Washington, D.C. But
you've been trying to tell him.
That would be nice.
He has like a sick love affair with the Wizards. I don't know. Save yourself, Bradley. Come on.
Yeah.
Like, let me help you. Just come on. New York cooler than DC. Just come. But yeah, we'll see though.
Let me get through a few more of these. Whoa, wait a minute, guys. We might have to put these on pause. Somebody came in late to bless our ears. Jay Boogie's on the line. He just came in. I'm being asked by Dave. I'm being asked by the crew, can we let Jay Boog slip in for this 5-game win streak? I think we have to let him in. Of course. We gotta let him in. Like there's, we're gonna stop the whole entire show and make sure Jay Boog in here. Yeah. For those who stuck around and still with us to read off the rest of these super chats, this man needs no introduction, okay? Because we got a special appearance from none other than the man, the golden voice himself, Jay Boog, in here to bless us off of this 5-game winning streak. Jay Boogie. What's good, man?
Yo, salute. You gotta love it, man. You gotta appreciate it, man. You got to be feeling good, man. You gotta be tearing stuff up in your crib, man, yelling and screaming like you at a game. You got to appreciate what's going on, you know what I'm saying? CK2K, man, shout out to you, man. Great job you're doing. Run the intro, man. Stop playing with my man. Run his intro tonight, you know what I'm saying? And you see I got my man over there, you know what I'm saying? The young Alex Lex Luger. Yeah, he in the building. And my fly little niece right there. I'm going to call MC Light and let her know the next award show, MC Light, take a break. I got my little niece ass coming through to handle that right there, that rotation, you know what I'm saying? But you got to appreciate and love what's going on. This is a big week right here. Matter of fact, open up my window again. I can hear the haters calling again. That's right. Season 2 get ready to start this week, right? That's Forrest Whitaker, hell up in Harlem. But Julius Randle is holding up Godfather in New York right now. You know what I'm saying? You gotta love it, man. Let's ride this tour we ride with. First, it was dealing with all the ones that didn't want him, first of all, like the LA Lakers, then the New Orleans Pelicans, you know what I'm saying? Then he went back to pay a visit back to his old neighborhood in Dallas, because he don't live there no more. He a New York native. He down with us right now. And you gotta love and appreciate what he was doing, you know what I'm saying? Him and 9 guard. Oh man, check the time the game started. That was 9:30. So you know the 9 and the 30 was gonna rock tonight and do their thing, you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna share a few things with y'all, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna break it down to you like this. MB, James Harden, right? Joker, Dame, Steph Curry. Those guys right there, I can't find too many other people better than my man, you know what I'm saying, for 2 teams. So you got to put my man and start talking about him as the, you know what I'm saying, NBA teams, you know what I'm saying? I can't find, matter of fact, I'm going to put Giannis in there, but I can't find 3 more people to fill out 2 teams for the NBA teams, you know what I'm saying? That man deserved to be on this NBA team at the end of this year. I don't care what nobody say, what nobody think, how nobody feel. In fact, I need player of the week. I need player of the month. I need all that. I need my man to get all his props, you know what I'm saying? Everything, you know what I'm saying? Man, putting up 30s and rounding it off with a 44. That's George Gervin back on the backboard again. The Iceman poster. Some of y'all don't know nothing about that right there, but you got to appreciate, got to love what this man is doing, you know what I'm saying? That's 5 games, you know what I'm saying? You ball your fist, open it up, you see 5, 5, 5, you know what I'm saying? Jackson 5s, feeling so good. 5 heartbeats, feeling so good, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a beautiful sight, man. You got to appreciate, got to love it, man. I'm on my toes right now, you know what I'm saying? But I ain't going to hold everybody up too long, you know what I'm saying? Because I might be waking up people in my house. It's going on 2 o'clock. I'm supposed to have my old self laying down, get ready to go move somebody tomorrow. But y'all got me moving the crowd right now, so that's appreciated, you know what I'm saying? And we appreciate love. Q-Tip, shout out to you, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Chuck D. Shout out to Lloyd Banks. Yeah, we got got a tour bus right here, you know what I'm saying, going on. And shout out to CP, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody, you know what I'm saying, that's rocking with us, that's rolling with us right now, you know what I'm saying, and getting it done right now. And tell you the truth, don't nobody want to play us. Before they used to wake up and say, oh, we got the Knicks. That's an off night. Nah, they wake up now and say, we got the Knicks. Oh, man, let me get iced up and get prepared because it's going to be a brutal game. That's why nobody ain't going to want to play us in the playoffs, you know what I'm saying? I don't care if we're 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't care what seed we are, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate and love everything we done this year right here to the fullest, man. Our turn is coming completely, man. Ain't gonna be no, you know what I'm saying, no mishaps come next season. We get ready to solidify this whole roster all the way around the board, you know what I'm saying? And we gonna continue on doing our thing, man. You gotta appreciate and love it, man. But first thing first, before I close this door, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know the protocol, you know what I'm saying? Stay healthy and safe. Keep doing what you're doing. Protect yourself. Protect your loved ones, you know what I'm saying? All your fathers, father your kids, all your mothers, mother your child, you know what I'm saying? Spray Lysol, do what you gotta do. If you ain't got a reason to go outside just to go outside, don't go outside. Make sure you stay in the house, you know what I'm saying? Make sure you do everything you need to do and have everything you need to have at the crib, you know what I'm saying? God bless you all, and I'm gonna see y'all Sunday, you know what I'm saying? Because we got another one to handle. This gonna be the broom. Get the broom and the dustpan out for the New Orleans Pelicans, you know what I'm saying? Y'all peace, love, and have a great night.
Good night, bud. Oh,
listen, and there's nothing like a 2:20 a.m. sermon. I'll tell you that much. And the church said, "Amen."
Hey.
Okay.
Amen.
Oh,
Amen.
man.
I feel like, listen, we're gonna have to save these super chats for Sunday. There's nothing else for us to do here.
I just want to say, how am I supposed to talk or say anything after that? Like,
nothing else to say. There's nothing for us to do here at this point. Shout out to Jay Boogie.
It is, but yeah, no, 100%. Shout out to all of the amazing super chats tonight. We got through the majority of them, and yeah, we have them saved here. We'll get back to them for sure. But we got through the majority of them anyways, you know. But like I said, man, it's it for us. The big 3 right here. 3-0. We did our part. See you guys on Sunday. CP will be back in the studio. You know what it is. Do we have the script? Do you have the script? One more time. We got
Ari was being stingy with the script, saying we blamed him, and now he doesn't want to give it. But I think it's something along the lines of, make sure you guys hit the thumbs up button. You can get this on wherever you get your podcast, Apple Podcasts, Amazon. I don't know.
I got
you got wait, Alex, you got it?
I got the script. He dropped it.
All right, bet. Hold on. Let me get it up. All right, hold on. We gotta get the good one up. Hold on. There it is. All right, go ahead. Read it off. Ashley's gonna be so bad.
Hit that thumbs up button for your squad. This podcast is available on all streaming platforms: Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Play, Amazon Alexa. We're all there. And make sure to keep the conversation going and join us in Discord, right? Knicks Nation, salute. Salute to Chuck D. Salute to all the mods. Salute to everyone out there. Peace.
What the heck
yes,
is
sir.
that?
You heard it. We're all CP. CP, we're glad to have you back on Sunday. Shout out to Pow on that last one, making everybody CP. We've been giving Alex a hard time. Now we're all going to be CP. We got CP Light. We got Miss CP and CKPP. I don't know what you guys are. That's it. That's all. No rebuttal. You don't get one, Ash. That's it. That's the end of the show. We're out of here. You don't like the beard? I thought the beard looked good. You was killing that. No? You don't want to see one more time?
No. What is that?
5-0, people. We'll see you guys Sunday. Good night. Be blessed. We're out of here.